I'm Satish Khanna, Chairman of Fullife Healthcare Private Limited, which is engaged in creating very new technology delivery-based products in the healthcare segment, not just in India but globally. We are already present in more than a dozen countries with our own brand. Uh, how the world these days see their surplus funds to be deployed. Fixed deposits is no more the route. We all know how the yields are dropping and will stay low for a long time to come. And earlier, the real estate and stock market in an unorganized way used to be there, but I think with the controls government coming in, that is also down a lot. So a lot of money, the surplus money, the investable money is now going to the stocks, which are the futuristic in nature, the one who are addressing industries which are having huge potential for growth, as well as in those industries, the companies where managements have got fire in the belly to participate in that growth in a very aggressive manner with a good corporate governance and also with visionary approach, not just for India as their market, but also globally. And the stage at which they invest, the big investors, HNIs or PE firms, they prefer to invest early on in the right kind of companies, which are in the right industries with the right managements, with a visionary approach, and that is where the startups investments come into play. And startups are of various kinds, so it's very challenging to identify the right kind of startup, right kind of team to back, right kind of time to enter, and at the valuation, which is at early stage, the valuations are lucrative for in comparison to what it eventually turns out to be. We all know the numerous examples where the unicorns have given huge returns to the investors who entered early on in the right kind of startups. And we have seen ourselves how Full Life got such a significant response when we were scaling up our business in the healthcare segment, healthcare in the nutraceutical, in the wellness, with the new technology, with the new delivery system products, with the in-house R&D, in-house manufacturing, our in-house, the entire gamut of social media management for online business in India, US, Europe. So when we opened up, and it was the first time an Indian brand was going out of India, because most of the pharmaceutical world has created generics. The business is large; they have done a good job, but all in generics. Branded business out of India in the healthcare segment, very few have attempted, and I think Fastner or Full Life as a company has taken a very pioneer lead role in that. Seeing that and the potential globally, as you know, the nutraceutical market globally is growing more than double the rate of pharmaceutical market. Though it's a smaller comparatively, but the rate of growth and the new opportunities are going to be immense. And this, the shrewd investors understand it. And they participate in the investment in the companies who are going to have a global vision, innovation driven, very good corporate governance, and they are on the ball every. They don't go by the incremental growth year on year. They rather go exponential growth, and they monitor how are they growing month on month or quarter on quarter, irrespective the challenges coming from COVID or whatever pandemic or whatever situation globally comes out. And we have seen how Mr. Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, he invested in Full Life, how Akash Prakash, one of the very sophisticated investor from Singapore, invested in Full Life, how the Bollywood showed interest, and Varun Dhawan and some more you will hear later have invested or are investing in Full Life, how large investors, PE funds like Kotak, like Six Sense, and even larger, the daddy of all, the Morgan Stanley, they have invested in Full Life. So that shows the intensity of interest the investors have in the companies which are creating valuable assets for the future by participating in a novel, with a new technological innovation in a fast growing industry, both in India and internationally. both in the online and offline segment, and the opportunities are immense. And I am sure the young team, the passionate team, innovation driven with a very aggressive approach and a global vision of the Full Life team would do great value creation going forward.